Hello, hello, my beautiful friends. Thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to join me for a little yoga class. I have the fortune of being near this incredible sea, so I hope that a little view of the water will help to really inspire that Ujjayi breath, that victorious breath. Quick reminder, when we do this breath, we inhale and exhale through the nose, slight constriction in the back of the throat, making the sound of the sea. It's like fogging up a mirror, but with your mouth closed. So hopefully that will inspire us to be able to stay connected to that breath through this practice. And when you're ready, go ahead, connect to that breath, cross your legs, close your eyes, allow the hands to rest gently on the knees. And begin to observe how it feels to breathe in and out through the nose. Observe if there are any shifts in the mind that occur when your awareness is guided to your breath. Any shifts in the body? Maybe you find more awareness of places that you'd like to pay a little more attention to today as we flow. And I will open today's practice with a quote from the book Your First Novel by Anne Rittenberg. Some of you might not know that I'm a writer as well, and I thought this, and so often I love how the worlds of yoga and writing coincide, and this quote I felt was just so beautifully can be attributed to our yoga practice as well. Don't take things the wrong way. Emphasize the positive and de-emphasize the negative. Things that go wrong are just little tests to see if you give up. Your best friend isn't crazy about chapter 1. Your laptop has to go to the shop. You can't find your research notes. Everything will be all right. Don't let it get to you. When things go right, celebrate them. These are the true rewards of writing. Give more power to the good news and no power to the bad. Not only does that apply in yoga and writing, but in this crazy world of overwrought with chaotic media, give more power to the good news and no power to the bad. Am I right? Allowing that to inspire our movement for today. We'll begin with 3 deep breaths in and out through the nose for the first 2, and a nice open mouth exhale with that last breath. So go ahead and breathe in. Exhale completely. Twice more, we inhale. And exhale to let it go. Last time, we breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. At the end of that complete release, drop the chin to the chest. Allow a breath in to guide the right ear to the right shoulder. Exhale, head will drop back. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder. And exhale, chin to chest. And moving once in the opposite direction. How does the neck feel today? Are there places where we can focus to send more oxygen, to release more deeply with each exhale? As we come back to center, we'll allow a breath in to guide the arms to the side of the body, to reach the arms up to the sky, to interlace the hands, press the palms up, and begin to move in whatever directions feel particularly amazing today. So really like first time waking up kind of movements. Keep those shoulders relaxed. We move intuitively. We breathe in And we exhale to release the arms down. We inhale to come forward onto our hands and knees. We spread the fingers wide. We bring the shoulders directly over the wrists, the hips directly over the knees to find a tabletop pose. Close your eyes and allow yourself to move here for a few breaths. Nobody's watching you, nobody's judging you. You can allow the body to move in any kind of shapes that feel particularly great for you on this day. And as we arrive back to center, we'll move through a few rounds of our cat-cow, allowing a breath in to roll the shoulders back, lift the chest, and we'll tuck the toes, finding an opening for the bottoms of the feet. And an exhale, we'll release the toes. We'll come into a cat pose. We'll take another breath in, and with an exhale, we'll press into the top of the feet, lifting the knees, creating an intensity in the core. Exhale to release the knees, and inhale to come to a cow pose. Tuck the toes, open up the heart space, gaze up. Exhale, we stretch like a cat. We open up the shoulder blades. We release the feet. Inhale for a breath here. And exhale, press into the tops of the feet so we can find that intensity coming into the core. Exhale, we release the knees. And inhale one more time through. We breathe in to roll the shoulders back, lift the heart, gaze up. And exhale to round the spine, press into the tops of the feet. We find a beautiful deep breath in. And an exhale to lift the knees, contracting the core. And inhale to release the knees back down to the earth. We'll bring the big toes together. We'll guide the knees as wide as our yoga mat. We'll extend the hands a little further out, and we'll allow the hips to reach all the way back towards the heels as we find a maximum length in the spine for our child pose. And you might be able to rock a little bit from side to side here, massaging your third eye. The head completely relaxed to the floor. You might make this a little active, coming onto the fingertips. It creates a little bigger opening in the shoulders as we drop the chest down. We find a beautiful breath in, a complete exhale. And we inhale to come forward into a tabletop pose. Tuck the toes, press the heels back, find a plank. We're going to hold here for 3 full breaths. Heels pressing to the back, crown of the head reaching forward. Feel free to shift back and forth on the toes here. We pull the core up into the spine. We inhale and we lower for the count of 5. Elbows glued into the ribs for 4. Don't forget to breathe. 3, 2, and 1. We release the body down completely. Release the tops of the feet. Forehead comes to the earth. Hands underneath the shoulders. We'll breathe in for a baby cobra. As we roll the shoulders back and open up the heart, the eyes will travel towards the sky, but we won't over crunch the neck here. Neck is an extension of the spine. Exhale, release the forehead down. Bring the fingertips to either side of your yoga mat. Breath in, we'll find a little bit more lifting here, and feel free in this shape to drop each of the shoulders in. Just if that feels good, if it feels like a little medicine for the shoulders. Breath in, exhale to release the head back down. Last variation, we're going to find a Sphinx pose. So the shoulders come directly over the elbows. We spread the fingers wide. We pull the heart forward. You might close your eyes as you press the tops of the thighs and the pubic bone in towards the earth. Deep breath in. And an exhale, squeeze in the belly to press up onto the knees, walking the knees underneath the hips and arriving to a downward puppy. So the chest, the forehead melting into the ground here. One more beautiful round of breath. Tuck tuck the toes. Walk the hands towards the body. Allow the hips to rest onto the heels, finding a beautiful opening in the backs of the feet. We invite the right arm to come over the chest as we make some nice circles with the right wrist. I know this is intense for the bottom of the feet, but our feet get a lot of abuse, and it's important to pay some attention to them too. Release the right arm, extend the left arm over the chest, find some nice circles with the left wrist. One more breath in. And exhale, release the left arm down, bring the hands to the earth, untuck the toes. You might take an opportunity to bounce the tops of the feet into the floor to let that go. And in your own time, in your own way, we're going to come to a downward dog. So this is the moment where everybody's like, and see it. Instead, you can slowly, gently begin to make your way into a downward dog. Moving into each step, the hands are shoulder width, the head is relaxed, the shoulders externally rotated, the hips peel up towards the sky, lengthening the spine. Feet are hip width distance. The heels might not touch the floor. We might just begin with a bending of the left knee and the right knee, a shaking of the head, yes and no, and then eventually allowing ourselves to come into a place of stillness, emphasizing the positive, de-emphasizing the negative, exploring with curiosity how our body feels here today, but not making any negative judgments. Just enjoying this down dog for exactly what it is today. And our next breath in, we'll guide the right toes to the sky. Exhale, we'll bend the knee, we'll open up the hip. We try to keep the shoulders square as we take another deep breath in. And in exhale, we'll guide the right foot forward in between the hands. Release the left knee down. Breathe and reach the fingertips up towards the sky. And exhale, we're adding a twist. Right arm comes back, left arm comes forward. Gazing to the right thumb, we relax the shoulders, we breathe in deeply. As we exhale, we'll release the left hand down, right arm up, finding a twist, and continue the movement of the right arm so we can get into the shoulder here. Left toes can be tucked or released. Switch the circles of the right arm. And release the right hand down outside of the right foot. Extend the right toes to the back. Find the knife edge of the right foot. Inhale, we reach the right arm up to the sky. Exhale, side body stretch. As the right arm reaches over the right ear, plug the right shoulder away, we breathe in. And we exhale to release the right hand down, right knee to the floor. Find 3 rounds of your cat-cow here. Noticing any changes that may be occurring in the breath. Noticing the space that you're creating in your body. And coming back to center, squeeze the belly in towards the spine, crown of the head reaching forward, tailbone pointing to the back. We breathe in to bring the left foot in, we tuck the toes, we lift our hips to arrive to a downward facing dog, and then we breathe in to extend the left toes up to the sky so we can bend the knee and open up the hip. Our shoulders stay square here as we press into all 10 fingers, and then an exhale guides the foot through. Remember, as we make this transition, we come onto the right toes, we guide our knee into the chest, we shift the shoulders forward to have the space to release the left foot down, right knee down. Inhale, arms come up to the sky, and exhale, we add our twist. Left hand back, right arm forward, core is active, shoulders released. Right toes can be tucked or released, whatever feels better for you here. We find a beautiful breath in, and an exhale carefully releases the right hand down as the left arm continues its journey forward and around, coming into a nice circle. And then switch the direction, making sure that we're not collapsing into the right shoulder. We're pressing actively into the whole hand. Left hand connects to the floor, left foot extends all the way to the back. We find the knife edge of the left foot. Left arm travels up to the sky. Exhale, side body stretch. Left arm over the left ear. Squeeze in the belly, we breathe in. And we exhale to a tabletop pose. Invite the knees to come together, the big toes to come together. Hips to heels, belly to chest, belly to thighs, chest to knees, forehead down, a little Balasana child pose. And you might use this opportunity to press the fingers into the bottoms of the feet, to maybe sway from side to side. Maybe to add a little smile into your practice, into your day. And then from here, come up with a strategy into how you're going to arrive to your downward facing dog, and see if you can challenge yourself to keep your eyes closed through that whole transition. Doesn't matter what that looked like, doesn't matter if you were tempted to open the eyes, it's perfectly fine. It's all about the journey. De-emphasizing the negative, emphasize the positive. Inhale, right toes come up to the sky. Exhale, right knee, left shoulder, we add a twist. Inhale, we extend the right toes up to the sky. Exhale, right foot comes between the hands, low lunge. Press the left toes to the back, roll the shoulders back, right knee directly over the ankle. We're gonna rock back and forth. You might go so far as to straighten that right leg. We're just finding a nice opening in the top of the left hip, the back of the right leg. And then as we come forward, we'll bring the left foot to a 90 degree angle and inhale to rotate open into a warrior two. So the left leg is parallel to the floor. The arms are reaching in both directions. The shoulders are completely relaxed. We take a beautiful breath in. We straighten the right leg and arrive to a triangle pose as we guide the right fingers forward. Rotate the body, allow the right hand to come into the ankle. The left arm to reach up. Keeping the neck strong, the neck parallel to the floor. We don't collapse in the head. We're inhaling all the way up to a goddess pose, as if someone is pulling up on the left hand, heels in, toes out. Exhale, bend the knees, bend the elbows. Find your chin mudra with the fingers, index finger and thumb connect, and maybe rotate back and forth here. Sink a little bit deeper. Again, add your smile. Open the heart space. Sink a little bit deeper. Challenging the legs here. If they're shaking, it's perfectly normal. Challenging the balance. We lift the right heel, we release. We lift the left heel, we release. We lift both heels. The legs are shaking, that's okay. It means muscles are building. We keep steadiness in the breath to keep steadiness in the mind. Exhale, heels release down. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Extend the arms, extend the legs. Exhale, fold. Guide the feet to the top of your mat. Press into the left hand. Inhale to a side plank. Right foot comes on top of the left. We lift our hips. We lift the right arm to the sky. We gaze up. Option to make some nice circles with the right wrist. Deep breath in. And exhale, your choice. Vinyasa or downward facing dog. Inhale, left toes reach up to the sky. Exhale, left knee, right shoulder. Inhale, we extend. Exhale, low lunge. And we move however it feels good in our bodies. Maybe today you need stillness. Maybe you're not moving at all in your low lunge. And that's perfectly fine too. You might be straightening the left leg, sinking into the hips, opening them up. Whatever feels best for you. And next time you're on your way forward, momentum, right foot comes to 90 degrees, right arm reaches up and overhead, and we adjust our feet to arrive into a warrior two. Gazing over the left fingertips, active in both legs, centering the body, arms parallel to the floor, shoulders relaxed, no crazy iPhone fingers, gentle ballerina hands. We straighten the left leg and exhale to a Trikonasana triangle pose. Left arm comes forward. And we rotate the body, staying active in our core. Gazing up to the right hand. If you're home, you might even use a wall to press the body against to make sure you're finding that nice flat triangle. Inhale to your goddess. We bend the right knee, heels in, toes out. Bend the left knee, sink into the hips. This time we'll allow the hands to come to the knees. And we can drop the right shoulder in. Reach up and drop the left shoulder in. Once more each side. You can incorporate some hip movement into this. Straightening the spine. Exhale, fold, feet come parallel. Left hand directly under the face. Inhale, right arm up to the sky. We find a little twist. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, left arm to the sky. We find a little twist. Exhale, left hand down. We walk the hands to the top of our mat. And we make a choice, downward facing dog or a little vinyasa. Always making decisions that feel best for our body today. There are no right or wrong decisions in yoga, as long as we are practicing safely. From our downward dog, our knees release to the floor. And you choose the variation of child pose that will feel best for you for 4 deep breaths. Remembering that you are the conductor of this train and you have the choice to, the power to make the choices that will feel best for your body. So maybe the knees are together, arms by the side. Maybe the knees are apart, arms extended long. 2 more deep rounds of breath. You might choose to incorporate an open mouth exhale into them. We breathe in. We let it go. We breathe in. We release. We walk the hands towards the body, stacking the spine. We cross our ankles. We find our sit bones. Right away, we're going to move into a nice, big, wide-legged forward fold. Find your sit bones. Extend the legs wide, just however wide is comfortable for you here. No need to push it. Fingertips will begin in front of the hips so we can breathe in. Find length, find an opening in the heart. And exhale, you can allow yourself to fold. You are more than welcome to put a stack of pancakes, of pillow pancakes, in front of you and allow your body to just melt onto it. You can stay on the hands. You can come to the forearms. You might have the space to drop the body onto the floor. But pillows are encouraged. Props are encouraged. It doesn't mean that you're making a weaker decision or that you're worse at yoga than others. It just means that you're turning this into the most positive experience you can for yourself. Take 2 more breaths here. And inhale, we're going to guide the right hand inside of the right leg, and we're going to rotate open the left arm, the chest. We're going to make this fluid exhale to move through center. Left hand inside the left leg. Open up the chest, gaze up. Once more each side. We move through center. Rotate open the ribs. And to the left. You might have your eyes closed. We move to the right once more, but this time we hold. If the hand touches the toes, that's cool, but it's not necessary. We're pressing the left shoulder away from the ear. We're grounding into the left sit bone. We breathe in. We exhale to drop the body between the legs. We move to the opposite side. Again, we might try to tickle the toes. We might bring the hand closer to the thigh or to the knee, so it's not so deep of a fold. As we enjoy this stretch from the hip through the fingertips. Inhale to rise up. Use your hands to guide the legs together. Rock the feet in and out. Bounce the knees. Bend the knees. Wrap your arms underneath your knees and allow your forehead to release down. Take this opportunity to press the knees into any parts of the face that need a little reminder to relax. So that might be the jaw. It might be the third eye, maybe the temples. Maybe you're just hugging onto the legs, finding a moment of gratitude for your incredible body. Take one more breath in and exhale, one vertebrae at a time. We'll release our spine to our mat. Shoulder blades, the last to come down. Immediately when the head connects, invite your knees into your chest so you can massage your spine as you rock back and forth. Shoulders are heavy. We'll extend the left leg onto the mat, interlace the hands on top of the right shin, pull the leg in towards the shoulder, and begin to rock that leg side to side, getting into the hip. You might find different variations of this that feel good. It feels really good for me to hold onto the foot and really guide a rocking in the hip. And then an inhale, we'll point the right toes to the sky, maybe flex, noticing the space in the back of the right leg. So the hands might travel behind the thigh, they might travel behind the calf. You might go ahead and catch the big toe with the fingers, or just noticing how much space we can create behind the right leg for now. Notice what's happening with the shoulders. See if you can release them back down the spine, lifting the chest up, and exhale. Right leg connects to the earth. Inhale, left knee comes into the chest. We interlace the hands on the shin. We pull the leg in tight. We find some variations of movement that feel good in our hips here. And then we inhale to extend the left leg long. We find a placement of the hands that feels good. There is no right answer. We try to stay grounded into that right hip. We find a beautiful length in the neck. And we keep our right toes active so they don't get lazy. And then we guide both knees to the chest with an inhale. And an exhale drops the knees to the right. As we gaze over the left shoulder. And find a supine twist. Rinsing out the body. Rinsing out the mind. Rinsing out the negative. So we can make space for the positive. Inhale the knees through center. Exhale to release the knees to the left. Gazing over the right shoulder. Twisting in the opposite direction. Allowing yourself to feel supported, to feel safe. Last 2 breaths. And our last moment of intensity, we draw the knees to the chest. We wrap our arms around the knees. We lift our forehead up to the knees and we activate all of the muscles, our face, our fingers, our toes, our core. Squeezing everything deeply, finding the deepest breath in we've taken yet so far today. Plop. Exhale to drop into your final Savasana. As you make your space the absolutely most zen, most comforting, most calm as possible, putting on a sweater, taking a sip of water, lighting a candle, shutting off the lights, whatever it may be, I'll just read one more time the beginning of our quote from Your First Novel by Anne Rittenberg. Don't take things the wrong way. Emphasize the positive and de-emphasize the negative. Things that go wrong are just little tests to see if you give up. So I encourage you to enjoy this Savasana for as long as your time allows. I thank you so much for taking time out of your day. I'll finish by flexing one of our most important muscles, our muscle of gratitude. Feeling grateful for our beautiful Mother Earth, the only home we have that we must protect. Grateful for the people here who we love, who bring us joy. And grateful for yourself for taking time out of a crazy day for the health of your body and your mind. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.